Hey, g'day guys, this is AussieStig. Welcome to my review of All4Sim's MECA CUP1 sim racing pedals. During my unboxing video, we checked out all the details of the MECA CUP1s. If you missed it, you can find a link to that video here above. Moving on to installing the MECA CUP1s, we threw them on the rig and got stuck right into it. Installing the MECA CUP1s on the Playseat was a simple matter of 4 bolts, 4 risers, and then mounting the 8mm thick pedal plate to the Playseat's pedal deck. The 3 individual pedals are mounted to the pedal plate using 4 round-headed bolts with dome-headed nuts. Okay guys, so let's dive into the specs of the MECA CUP1s. All 3 pedals are constructed from 3mm thick A2 stainless steel. The rest of the components are either brass or aluminium. All 3 pedals are equipped with a load cell, and the brake pedal load cell is rated at a leg busting 200 kilos. All 3 pedals offer multiple adjustability options, and the pedal faces are glass blasted for extra grip. A Bodner 16-bit PCB board makes the connection to your PC, and the calibration is via the well-known DI-View software. The pedal plate is a massive 8mm thick steel plate. All4Sim supplies extra PU rubbers for the brake pedal. Also included is an extra wide brake pedal face, and the clutch uses a fulcrum type mechanism for its operation. Let's take a closer look at the clutch. Raising or lowering the connecting rod between the pedal arms and the fulcrum mechanism gives you a harder or a softer pedal feel. This, in conjunction with a pre-tensioned rubber-coated spring on either side of the clutch pedal, gives you that bite point feeling. There's nothing groundbreaking about the way the mechanism operates, but it does give you that convincing bite point feel. Let's move on to the brake pedal. All4Sim supplies 3 different coloured PU rubber bushings, orange being the hardest, then the blue is the medium, and black softest. Rearranging these PU bushings is a simple matter of undoing the main nut at the base of the rear of the pedal, and then sliding the PU bushings along with their aluminium casings off the threaded section, and then replacing them with the bushings of your choice. Alright, let's jump over to the throttle. Just like the clutch, the throttle has a connecting rod, and raising or lowering this arm also gives you a harder or softer pedal feel. You can also fine-tune the pedal feel by using the preload spring. You can adjust the travel of the throttle pedal itself by rotating the brass cylinder on the right side of the pedal arm. Because it's asymmetrically drilled, rotating it in different directions gives you either more or less travel on the pedal. As far as adjustability is concerned, all 3 pedals are adjustable for height, with the brake and clutch pedal laterally adjustable as well. As I mentioned earlier, adjusting the 3 individual pedals' positions on the pedal plate is a simple matter of loosening the 4 dome-headed nuts for each pedal, and then the cup-headed bolt that sits underneath that allows the pedal to slide back and forth and laterally in the laser-cut grooves that are in the pedal plate itself. The 3 pedals are connected to the ECU unit by individual wires with a DIN plug on each end, and in turn the ECU unit connects to the PC by way of a USB-A to USB-B cable. Okay, let's jump over to the MECA website and check out their pricing. The MECA CUP1s cost €870 including tax within the EU. Scrolling down to the bottom of the page, we can see that MECA offers a 2-pedal set with the pedal plate, or you can buy a 3-pedal set without the pedal plate, and a clutch is also available as a separate pedal. And for those people outside the EU, the MECA CUP1s are retailing for $949 US, including tax, and shipping and availability. I'd direct you to the MECA website if you're looking to order a set for yourself. That was a quick overview of the MECA CUP1's pricing and the MECA website. Alright guys, down to business. Let's hop in the rig and put these MECA CUP1s through their paces. First cab off the rank is the Mercedes Sauber C9, and we'll be driving the Nordschleife in VR. The Nordschleife is probably one of the best circuits you could use to test sim racing products on. Because of its length, around 20 odd kilometres, you do get a good workout, especially when heel and toe driving. And not only that, the Mercedes Sauber C9 is a car that really keeps you on your toes. It's very twitchy and very throttle sensitive. So driving the circuit with the Playseat D-Box combo and then keeping everything under control gives the pedals an awesome workout. The MECA CUP1s are perfectly positioned for heel and toe driving, and the 200 kilo brake pedal really is a pleasure to use, as is the clutch with its realistic bite point mechanism. The throttle pedal's nice and responsive, but I would have preferred a slightly harder pedal. I do have it maxed out, so I've got the adjustable arm at its highest point, which makes for the stiffest pedal, and the preload on the return spring is also at its maximum setting. Yeah, it has a good snappy return when you go off throttle. I would have liked it if MECA supplied a couple of different preload springs for the throttle, which would give the user a little more choice when it comes to setting up the throttle pedal. Looking at the brake pedal, I have it set up with the hardest PU rubber, which is the orange, and then in the middle again the orange, and at the top I have the medium PU rubber, which is the blue. And MECA also suggests that you stack them hardest to softest, so orange first in my case, and then blue or orange in the middle, and then blue or black at the top. Setting it up this way gives me a good progressive feel, and I can easily modulate the brake with either trail braking or when heel and towing. This is my personal preference, but just don't forget to stack them hardest to softest. The C9 just sounds so cool. Enjoyed the sound, and I'll be back with my final thoughts on the MECA CUP1s. Okay, now time for final thoughts. I've lived with the MECA CUP1s for the last 3 months and used them almost on a daily basis. A few things that really stood out to me are the extra thick pedal plate that they supply with the pedals. The steel plate does not flex 1 millimetre, depending on what you mount it to, of course. If you mount it to a lightweight frame, you may get some flex, but that's because the pedal plate is just a massive 8 millimetres thick. Another great feature was the adjustability and a couple of the unique solutions that MECA came up with. Basically, the dome-headed nuts with the specially profiled bolts on the underside makes it a very simple matter of just slightly loosening the nuts and being able to quickly adjust the lateral and longitudinal positions of the pedals. Makes for quick setup if you're swapping between cars or you want to drive heel and toe or use left foot braking for a Formula car. Also, the fact that they supply extra PU rubbers and a extra wide brake pedal face is a nice touch. Overall, the pedals were great to use. They do remind you of other products that have come onto the market before them, but I do like their approach and the way they solved some of the engineering aspects of the pedals. That's not to say that they were absolutely perfect during the review. I did have some niggly problems with the PU rubbers starting to squeak, which was easily rectified by using very, very light machine oil and just rubbing the oil on the outer ends of the PU rubbers themselves and then restacking them. The pre-tension springs on the clutch pedal can be a little noisy. If you're sim racing, you probably wouldn't hear them anyway. The throttle pedal, for my taste, had to be a little bit harder, so I could modulate it better. That's what I'm used to doing. The ECU as well, if they would have given you a choice of positions, I would have preferred to have the ECU unit underneath the pedal plate, considering that you do get the risers supplied with it to mount it to the sim rig. There is a space between the pedal deck and the pedal plate itself. It would have just looked a bit cleaner for my tastes, but Generally speaking, they're a great set of pedals, super solid. They had no mechanical issues whatsoever. Using them daily for 3 months, it's a good testament to how good they are. For me, it would be in between going full hydraulic or going for one of the competitors' pedals. MECA makes a great argument when it comes to choosing for their pedals because they have thought out of the box and supplied sim racers with a 100% stable base to mount the pedals on. For me, that really goes a long way in reducing any flex that you might have. The fact that all the pedals have a load cell is also a cool addition. The glass blasted pedal faces offer really good grip. I would highly recommend these pedals to anyone looking to step up from a OEM or mass market produced pedal set. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I enjoyed making it, so please stay tuned for more to come from AussieStig's.